What's up? What's up, everyone? Man, what's good with everybody? Indeed. What's up with everybody? What's up with everybody? Greetings, greetings, and greetings. What's up with everybody, man? What's good with y'all? As always, welcome, 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 welcome. What's up with everybody, man? Let me pull my chat up. What's up with y'all, man? I usually at the beginning of these lives, I gotta kind of like kick everything off. We gotta start off strong. You know, we gotta kick the night off, the morning, the evening, wherever you may be viewing from. You gotta start where you gotta go hard, man. What's up with everybody? This blue, I think, is drying. I'm gonna ride this wave out. I'm not gonna lie. What's up with everybody? I bet y'all are not gonna be able to guess. Y'all not gonna believe who I'm starting this one off with. First, this dude is pretty iconic. He's a character that I come back to a lot. I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely one of the more popular characters of the show. But once you see him, you're not gonna be able to unsee him. But I bet y'all not gonna be able to guess who it is. I'll reveal who it is at 25K likes. How about that? That's if y'all don't guess it. Y'all probably gonna be able to guess it before then. But what's up with everybody? What's good with y'all, man? I'll say exactly who it is in time. I don't like to say it immediately because it takes the fun away, you know? It's the journey, it's the progression of bringing it together that always makes it more fun. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of likes right now. You're ready. I appreciate it, Raymond. So I'm ready. I'm ready indeed. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. What's up with y'all though, man? What's good with everyone? Y'all not gonna believe this. Ain't nobody gonna guess this guy. Ever. Nobody's gonna see it coming. Once you see it though, you're not gonna be able to unsee it. And that's always the tricky part about doing these kinds of drawings. It's the journey of bringing it together that always kind of like makes it worthwhile. Like once you see the end goal, it makes it that much more worth it. Like I'm never really gonna rush to get them done because like whenever you finally do get them done, it takes that like build up away, you know? It takes the fun, the journey, the progression. I was having a conversation about Terraria with some of my friends. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm holding down on my screen, but he's not drawing any faster. Brother, you can't. There is no double X speed on this one, man. There is no double X speed. We gonna have to really sit down and ride this wave out. I like Terraria though, but I think like the funnest part about Terraria is the journey, or even a more common reference will be Minecraft. Like it's the lead up to the Ender Dragon instead of the actual Ender Dragon itself. That makes the journey worthwhile. Like when you getting ready with your people, your friends, you might be a solo dolo kind of person whenever you playing through Minecraft. But I like to reference Terraria. Terraria is like one of those generational run games. So do you do this every single night? I try to, SJ. I try to. What's up, bro? Yo, what's up, Audrey? I think that it's always like the lead up to the journey. You don't really want to like truly like you don't want to get to the Moon Lord because whenever you finally do reach the Moon Lord, it's like, dang, bro. It leaves you with nothing else to do. You can either keep playing or you can just fully restart. Or you can move on. But you never want to rush the Moon Lord. It takes the fun away. Bumblebee. Yeah, this is a Bumblebee, bro. This is definitely a Bumblebee, bro. That's a really good guess. It's a great guess indeed. I'm surprised you immediately seen it for what it was. That's pretty crazy. You got the Infinity Gauntlet. Terminator. Nah, it's a Naruto character. Bro, it's not a Naruto character. Why are you playing with that man for, bro? Why are you playing with that man like that for? That's an eye. It's definitely not an eye. This is not a Naruto character, bro. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in, bro. Lock all the way in. You think this is you tripping? A Ninja Turtle. This is not a Ninja Turtle. That is one that come. I'm gonna do a Ninja Turtle page eventually. Eventually. It's going eventually. Man, this is Itachi, bro. That's clearly not Itachi. I don't even know who that guy is, bro. Whoever that is. Come on now. What is an Itachi? What does that mean? You know this is an Itachi. This is clearly a Bumblebee, brother. Lock in. Get a grip. You gotta see, bro. You gotta see this for what it is. This is clearly not Itachi. Definitely a Ninja Turtle Itachi. Is it a person, place, or a thing? It's a thing of many faces, many places. You're not gonna believe it until you see it. It's nature, you know. You don't know Itachi? Yeah, definitely not. I definitely don't know Itachi. What does that mean? What is an Itachi? This is definitely not Itachi. What does that mean? Is this Itachi? Nah, never heard of him. Never heard of him at all. It's definitely not Itachi. No, I don't know why I think this is an anime character. $10 right now is Itachi. Oh, you trying to gamble? You trying to gamble? He's an anime character. I don't even know what that is, bro. Anime? What does that even mean? That's what we doing. I don't know what that means. Futurama. I don't know why I would assume this is a Naruto guy. Love how you draw. Thank you, Steph. I just be drawing birds. Definitely don't know how this Naruto guy is. Yo, it's McQueen from Cars. Every day the same. You keep drawing your mom. This isn't your mom, bro. This is a bee. Yeah, he's drawing an owl. Those aren't eyes at all. Exactly. I know that eye line. That's definitely my guy, Itachi. Bro, you keep spewing this Itachi propaganda. I don't know who this Itachi guy is. Keep spewing this Itachi propaganda, man. What does that even mean? Is it the Cat in the Hat? Yes, this is the Cat in the Hat for sure. It's something about the Cat in the Hat that just really brings people together. It's just something about his stripes that just really bring life into the world, you know, joy. Yo, speaking of Cat in the Hat, I'll never forget this. I had this teacher, and she had this poster in her room, and I don't know why I remember this. It was like 4th grade. It was like a sign that said, "Oh, the places you're gonna go." That's for some reason just like a staple that's been in my mind forever. You know, you have like really obscure things you remember from childhood. It was just this poster. It was some kind of, it was a Dr. Seuss poster for sure. I don't remember who was on it. Wait, is that a fish? Tony the Tiger. Not gonna lie, that's me. The Cat in the Hat. You know, you'll just like remember like really obscure stuff from childhood. It's a Pup Patrol. I haven't really done any like, what would you even call that? Dr. Seuss? It's not Looney Tunes. Like what is that universe of characters? Like what do you classify that as if you had to put it into a category? Like what even are they? Like I know that the Cat in the Hat is a cat, but like what about all the other little animals? They're like furry, bro. You could, bro. What do you mean? What you got for me? Naruto. I don't even know what that means, brother. Martial arts champion. How is this possible to do? You should do a Travis Scott fish. A Travis Scott fish could go crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this page. But I remember that though. It was like a staple, bro. For some reason, that poster, it was like, "Oh, the places you gonna go." Very random. Very random. Naruto, the anime character. I don't even know what anime is, brother. Lock in, get a grip. This is clearly a B, bro. Where are you getting Naruto from? You gotta lock in. This is clearly a B. This is as B as B's get. Seuss made Who's and Beast. I definitely feel like this is the Sage of Seven Paths. Not quite the Sage of Seven Paths, but you own to something. That's Bumblebee the Transformer. It's the Wasp. This might be Obito, but I'm staying with Itachi. Bro, you gonna go ahead and bet your whole livelihood on the fact this is Itachi? Like, bro, this could really be anyone. I thought Obito, but Obito has the scar. Y'all sure? Are you sure that's what you want to go with? Are you sure that's what you? It's a million possibilities, you know. It's a million different directions you can go in with a drawing like this. It's choice. Or the places you'll go is so nostalgic. Exactly. See, you already seen what I'm saying. Yo, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all had that poster in y'all's childhood classrooms too. I don't remember why, but that was just something really obscure that I remember just from early childhood. He rage baiting, gotta be. Bro, come on, get a grip, bro. This is clearly a Bumblebee. It's not Sasuke. Lola Bunny. Loki looks like Itachi, man. Bro, y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all gotta lock in. The snow got y'all delirious. It got to be something that's in the air that's just tripping y'all out, man. The snow. I'm an untrained meteorologist. Lola Bunny. Wait, is this Naruto character? Diddy Oil, you got to lock into. This is clearly not a Naruto character, brother. It's clearly not a Naruto character. Get a grip, bro. You supposed to be the most focused out of everyone, bro. You leading by example. Like you supposed to be instilling wisdom. You was dropping motivational gems the other day. This is not a Naruto character, bro. Lock in. Lock in. Bro, I'm gonna fight X-Men character. At this point, it's LeBron. It honestly might be. It honestly might be. You went from one extreme to the other. You went from this character Naruto into LeBron. You all over the place, man. You're all over the place. I told you exactly what this was. But y'all not believing in us. Shisui is Diddy. Wait, yeah, it's Diddy. This is not Diddy. I said that bro was dropping not like the diddler, but the person in the chat, his name is Diddy too. Or Diddy in addition. I'm not talking about like the diddler. I'm talking about like. So what's the thing on the headband? That's literally a Naruto character. Bro, get it. This is not a Naruto character, man. Y'all gotta lock in. Lock in. Y'all gotta stay with me, man. Y'all gotta stay with me. Lord Donzo. Nah. You gotta stay with me, man. Stay focused. Stay focused. I don't know where y'all getting these strange Naruto. What are these characters y'all speaking of, man? I gotta lock in, bro. Lock in. Something about the wintertime, son. Everybody's lost. This is as bumblebees as bumblebees get, you know? It's something about their wing patterns that just bring everything together. Somebody told me that bees low-key shouldn't even be able to fly. They just be defying reality. It's easily Dumbledore from Harry Potter. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Obviously, the logo from the Baptist church down the street. Exactly. Yo, I'm feeling your speed, bruh. So about them tithes, man. About them tithes. That's crazy. About them tithes. Hey, you just straight up dropped the whole government name of the church down the street. Now we all about to pull up. We all pulling up today. Snowstorm and all. If you in a warm place, you gotta still layer up in a coat too. Just you gotta be in the spirit of the cold, you know. I don't care if it's 70 degrees outside. You gotta put a coat on because you gotta represent the rest of us, bruh. You gotta stand on business with everybody else, man. That's what it is. Did the manga kill I bleed? You could draw the face of Nemo and I believe it. You might be on to something, Daniel. You might be on to something. You might be on to something. You might be cooking, man. Cooking indeed. Cooking on indeed. We some chefs. I remember me and you was in Diddy's room. I don't think I read that right. I remember me and you was in Diddy's room. I remember you, me, and you. I don't understand. Super talented for real. Thank you, Honeybee. Febreze bottle probably. Dude, it's Luffy. Yeah, it's a toilet. Yo, what's up, Glue? Yo, somebody translate what that man is telling me, man. I don't understand what he's trying to say. Please. I don't that can't be right. Why that can't be? That can't be. Yo, he got a new red. Oh, no, I didn't. This is an old one that I just had on the side, man. This is an ancient one. This one is old as time itself. This is as old gets. I really be using my pens until they absolutely are unusable, though, bro, because I tell y'all, one of my least favorite things to do is opening up, is like grabbing a brand new pen on live, because the tips don't glide across the page as easily. Y'all don't really see it as much as I feel it. It's more like you get a feel for it the more that I do it, you know? I do what I do. That might not make any sense. Like, what do you mean you don't want to use a brand new pen on live? You gotta peep the vision. Please draw my profile picture. Love that. I know this is Wait. I know this panel you're sharing. An artist truly believe. Thank you, Nora. Love that. Okay, because the one yesterday was on life support. Oh yeah, bro. You have no idea. I believe it was this one, but I have a collection at this point, bro. I remember yo, Aiden, you can, brother. You gotta get a grip. You gotta lock in. I don't know. What do you say? Somebody assist that man. Somebody get that man a glass of water. Somebody please. Get that man a beverage. He's dehydrated. The manga kill. Somebody, hey, lock him in. Somebody, he said, what? Kakashi Hatake. Wait, Kakashi Hatake. Hatake, bro, what the freak? Yo, what the freak was that, man? Y'all didn't hear me just do that. That's crazy. Forgot how to say dude's name for a second. Kakashi Hatake. I might be Obito. Now you sound like you from Ashland. Yo, what's up, T? We're in the infinite Tsukuyomi. We've been there for days. Multiple days and multiple nights. 400 to be exact. You might be onto something. Messy pen art is so cool. I did some in art class. Stop gooning. Brother. Might have lost my bet. Yeah, you're cooked. Straight, you're going negative in the casino, bruh. Utilities is going off. You know, unfortunately, it's crazy because I played a lot of GTA growing up, man. When they added the casino, I ended up like going negative, bro. Not like negative to the point to where like a negative balance. They turned off my utilities in the game. I've never in my life heard of a game turning off your utilities if you like that's crazy to me. Why would I want to get on GTA to play? Like I can never wrap my head around like why would I want to get on the game to pay virtual? Like that's so trash. Fetch, make it happen, feathers. That's the worst. That's the worst design they came up with. That's trash, man. Trash, indubitably. That's what we doing. What would you do if you lost all your fingers? Be cooked, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what else is there to do? Use my legs? I mean, I don't really know. Like, what are you asking me? What would you do if you lost all your fingers? He said, bro, stop gooning. Why are you spamming that, bro? I'm gonna pray for your hands. Bro, that's a crazy response to drop after a statement like that. I'm gonna pray for your hands. Why are you trying to put that out there? How do you know he goods? Yo, what's good? Yo, what's up, King CJ? He said, because bro showed him. Because I need this artistry protected. Thank you. He said, bro said, because I showed him. I would follow it up with a question, but it's crazy. It's crazy indeed. I'm just going ahead and drawing in this extra strand where his hair is going to fall into place, man. Yo, he's watered. That's Will Smith. What do you do if you run out of pens midstream? I'm cooked. The stream got to be over, man. You do need Tachi. I had pen art that sold for $40 at an auction. That is what's up too, Lena. That is what's up indeed. Yeah, if my pens run out midstream, I'm just cooked, bro. There is no backup plan. It's just done. Dunzo, cooked. Show's over, curtains closed. I just got to retire at that point, bro. Either that or... Spawn in some new ones. You gotta spawn in some new ones. Do you smoke? No. Nope. 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 I got you with some more pins, bro. Hey, thank you, man. Donzo's cooked. You think this one is Donzo, do you? We gotta borrow more pins. Nah, I'm cool. I have plenty. I have more than enough at the moment. It's not cooked. It's more than enough pins to go around, bro. Believe me. Face reveal. Yeah, bro. As soon as GTA 6 drop, it's gonna drop. I'm gonna drop my face reveal before you can believe it. How's your night going? It's nighting, man. It's nighting. It's nighting for sure. It's nighting indeed. Good day, yo. Good day to you too, Jordan. I appreciate it, man. The night is nighting to the highest degree. Yo, thank you for the heart me too. Wait. Thank you for the heart me too, Goofy. It's supposed to come out this year. How's your on? Probably. How are you reading and drawing? Bruh. Alice. Bro, you gotta just lock in, man. That's the solution. You gotta lock in. I got like a full 360 view. I always be drawing owls because low-key I might be one behind the scenes. I got full 360 like view. I got perceptive view. How do you tell you have enough scribble before moving on to the next section? Yo, thank you too, Abu. Yo, what's up, Taco? Father, guess who's back? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Taco. That's crazy. It's been eons, man. You missed the whole time skip, bro. You missed the whole time skip, Tsukuyomi. Do I sell these? Some, yes. A lot, no. How's it going, yo? What's up, Riley? What's up, everybody pulling up? I kind of get a vibe for these, man. I bring them together. A lot of them, they live on my bookshelf. I'm going to do a behind the scenes one day. And I'm going to show off my infamous bookshelf that I'm always mentioning, where a lot of my books live. In these drawings that I'll do. It's more than you can believe, honestly. There's more books than you can imagine. Like, not like books, but sketchbooks of mine. Like that I filled out over time. I mean, there's a couple of books too, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a super scholar. There are two Jasons, one draws and the other one reads the comments. I'm telling you, I got a shadow clone on standby. Yeah, he was one of the earlier guesses. One draws and reads the comments. I'm telling you. Oh, thank you for the heart me too, Riley. Hashirama, I'm betting again. Hashirama is an interesting guess. That is an interesting guess indeed. Yo, thank you for the roses too, Riley. The 20 roses. My power level is over 9 billion. And I have the Renegon. I can summon shadow soldiers. It sounded to me like you basically noob Sabot, man. If you noob, you can just say that. Noob Sabot indeed. Noob Sabot is goated, man. Dude just be summoning shadows and just doing whatever bro be doing, hiding in the shadows. Bro just be doing, he just be vibing like, he don't even know why he do what he do. He just be doing. I respect it. Do you ever hit the ink with your hands and mess it up? Sometimes I'll smudge it by mistake. I did a lot of water painting and pen art when I was in art class. This is something that I picked up on more on my own. I'm not really as formally trained. Just doing it strictly for the love of the game. It's still cool, though. It's still cool indeed. I do a lot of improv as I go. It forces you to adapt and learn. But I found this picture that I really liked, and that's how I ended up getting here. As far as like a reference and stuff goes. Do Noob Sabot or Scorpion next? Maybe. I forgot to say I'm also an avatar. I think it's more cool that you taught yourself. That's far. I think you P Mills. The teacher was passive aggressive, so you quit. That's tough. What a way to like kill off. What a way to extinguish the fire of somebody's passion, man. I don't think you should quit it for good. I think you should just kind of give yourself time to just keep at it, even if it's more on your own time. I think that it's a couple of things that I want to kind of go back to, like skill wise and learning, just learning new stuff. You got to keep learning. Having a that's crazy. A passive aggressive teacher is a great way to kill off a whole, like, that's tough. I literally, like, sometimes I'll read some things and be like, I literally don't even know what to say, genuinely. Aside from that's tough. That's tough is like a neutral go-to that you can always drop. If it's good news, bad news. I've spoken on it before, but it's like it's like an equilibrium. It's like an equal word. It truly balances out everything. She said rude things so calmly and then would laugh it off. Yeah, she was your number one hater. Yo, what's up, Coulter? It was your number one hater, man. It was you beefing with the teacher. You beefing with the teacher. You asked me if I had any classes or anything like that. I took like one class in college, but I didn't really learn how to do this there. This is more like my own trial and error, trying to just figure stuff out. And this is just what I stumbled into. Is the more that I drew. You learn the more that you go, for one, but you gotta get into the habit of drawing. Yeah, my work still sold. Now gang had that Sasuke level hating on her. That was your arch nemesis, literally. Like if you had an arch nemesis, that's who it would be. If you had to categorize it down to something like that. You win some, you lose some, though, man. The last person you want to be your arch nemesis is your professor, because they can really make your life crazy. I've had professors that low-key made everybody's lives terrible. I've had professors where, like, in the time that we live in, they didn't want anything digital. Everything had to be printed out. Like we had to read speeches. And this one teacher, he made us print everything. He wouldn't even grade anything that was digital. It was crazy. Like, looking back, it wasn't as insane as I'm making it seem. Gang had that reverse flash hating. One time she flat out told me my art wasn't good and laughed. Yeah, that's insane. The point, like, I feel like the point of going to art school is to learn. If you go and you're already goated, like, what's the purpose of pursuing like a education with it? You're supposed to want to go and learn. If you already go and start at a base level, it's like, what's the point of even? Maybe I'm just naive though. Just like what a way to like just completely exterminate somebody's interest in something. But I've had conversations with some other people that kind of came through. They told me like they ended up taking the traditional path and went and tried to learn, but learning the more technical stuff, it killed their interest in drawing overall. Like going and trying to learn the more technical stuff, it made it less interesting. They like lost their whole drive to even want to draw. That's what I was most afraid of. Like the last thing I want to do was go sit down somewhere and like lose you lose your spark. You lose what makes your art your own. So it was an anime character. Nah, for real. What's the point of going to art school if I already have the Ultra Instinct type of level? There's always I feel like there's always more to learn, but I don't like the idea of people going and just having their ideas kind of picked apart and ruined. And kind of when I tried to quit, she literally begged me to come back because my art sold for a lot. Yeah, like in situations like that, like I don't understand. I mean, don't get me wrong, you want somebody that can like critique you in a way that's useful, but you don't want the critique to get to the point to where it's like useless. Art school to network. I think that's just what school is in general. Just go to network. Just go, learn, meet people. You got to go and socialize, bruh. I'm sitting at low key as I sit in my sit in the dark. It's like bro, I gotta go be a human. Bro, I gotta low key go be a human. I remember I would leave my classes and immediately get out of Dodge, be gone, hit the road, escape. I did realism with pen. It's like you would have thought it was Mission Impossible the way that I was moving. Like, I'm getting to my car by all means, bro. It's time to go. As soon as it was time to go, it was time to go. Getting up through, immediately gone, hitting the road. It's very interesting. But as I'm going through, I'm just kind of shaping out where his head is going to be. His cranium. Whomever this character is. I feel like every teacher should be really interviewed because some teachers make you hate a subject. Yeah, I think that if they were all truly, I don't know, man. I think that it's a double edged sword. I think there's some really, I'm not going. There are some really good teachers out there. There are some great teachers. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you a combo that never, like, you can never go wrong with a teacher that's good, and they can, like, having a good teacher in a class that doesn't matter is one thing, but having a good teacher that could explain something to you that's like a challenging topic, that's like an undefeated duo. I had this math teacher and she was really good at explaining stuff. People would come to her for like calculus and stuff. Stop flexing. Stop flexing. What do you mean? Like, she hit you. She break down like some of the most complex topics ever easily. He said, Itachi. Nah, this ain't Itachi. Like, you wanna get somebody that can like explain to you something that, like, if you could simplify this down to where it makes sense for anybody, you have a talent. That's just talent, like nothing more, nothing less. That's a great skill. It's not Itachi though, man. Not quite. Not quite indeed. Could be. It's Itachi. You think it's Itachi, do you? I don't know why I think this is Itachi, man. It's clearly not that guy, whoever Itachi is. You gotta lock in. Tell me who you see. Tell me, who do you see? Overall, man, what's been like y'all's favorite class you've ever had? I mean, whether that be in grade school, or even like college courses, or even if it wasn't like a college class, just some class you really walked away with and felt like you took something away from it. It was useful. Yo, that's what she couldn't explain stuff. Itachi Uchiha, how many pens have you gone through? More than you can believe, man. More than you can believe. Are you sure this is Itachi though? I've had like the spectrum of teachers. Like you have really good ones, really bad ones. Nah, it's Luffy. My bad, bro. It's someone. It's someone indeed. I'm not gonna name drop, bro, just yet. But it's gonna be sooner than you can believe. Sooner than you can believe. I'm just sketching in where his ear is gonna be. I had a teacher that was fun but sucked the teacher, so whenever you struggled, that's an interesting too, because on one hand you want to have a good time, but it comes a time and place where you really need to learn what you're trying to learn. Especially when it comes time to taking tests, dude. Bro. It was a thing where whenever we came back from the lockdown, I had classes where tests and stuff, they became like, it was like half Subaru. I don't even know what Subaru is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's a car. I know that it's a car. I know it's a car, my guy. ReZero. I had to do my art with one pen and I would draw like animals, so I had to do tiny strands of hair. What's up, universe? Yeah, I basically depend on my friend to explain stuff that was smarter because he could. Yeah, I'm telling you, you know you're cooked whenever you up like trying to sit there and consume a bunch of Khan Academy videos, bro. You're cooked. Are you trying to watch like multiple math videos on 5x speed? Like you down atrocious the night before the test. I normally would say never back down, but it comes to a point to where you kind of just start really like you just embrace it for what it is. Like, all right, this ain't looking too good. This it's not looking good. Like you sit there trying to like binge multiple videos and you realize how much you don't understand. Like, all right, yeah, it's like I might have really made a mistake. Do I remember you? Tell me what was the last thing that was in here whenever I was drawing. What was the last thing that I drew whenever you was here? I basically had to depend on my friend to explain stuff That's tough. Tim Cheese. No, that was forever ago. If I know I'm about to do bad on a test, I just bomb the first test and study for the retest. Bro, what type of doomsday strategy you got, man? Forever. That's a crazy strategy. It's like, listen, they're gonna allow for me to redo this, so I'm gonna go ahead and treat this like the trial run. I mean, but hey, if that's what works for you, bro, you do your thing. You do your thing. I don't know if it's the most solid strategy though. I'm changing just the pattern of how I'm drawing his hair. It's coming together, y'all. It's coming together indeed. Each individual strand is making up a picture. I know I'm about to do bad. I've had tests like that, dude. I had this one teacher, and that was like, she sold it off like it was something more, a little bit more than what it was. But I've had like a lot of courses where it's heavily dependent on what you learned in the last quarter. It's just like a lot of school stuff. Lots of school stuff indeed. But it works. This is my guy, Itachi of the Sharingan. I'm adding just a couple more strands of his hair until I start drawing in where his cloak is going to be. It's a little bit risky, yeah. It is risky because if you think about it, if you bomb it that second time, you're cooked. It compounds, it adds up. Super cooked. I'm going through and I'm just trying to shape out more of Itachi's head, man. Just making his head look in proportion and make it have the right size. Everything needs to fall into place. Just have like consistency, man. Gotta be that level of consistency without making his head have like an irregular shape. Eyes look cool. Thanks, man. I'm just doing my best to bring this one to life more than anything. What was your favorite subject in school? Mine was science. I had a really good science teacher. So, like, for me, I had one of my favorite classes was like basic algebra 1. But it was only my favorite. Like, algebra is horrible. But if you have a good teacher that makes it like tolerable and halfway, like you can tolerate it. Like, math don't gotta be trash, but if you have a trash teacher that can like ruin the experience for you. And I realized that I low-key took my teacher for granted. I took my like math teacher is extremely for granted, bro. Because whenever them like higher level classes rolled around, I slept on how much of an impact, you know. I'm good at geometry. Like a good solid teacher, man. You got to keep them close because the moment that you don't have the moment where it's like you realize like, yo, this is ranked. It's like you step into the champion division. The fisheye angle is sick. Thanks, man. It's like you queuing up in ranked servers. You going from level 1 to 1,000. Yo, if you get a new teacher and the new teacher isn't that good, bro, it's horrible. Hey, man. And then this math. You can't really turn it off. You can't get away from it. It's everywhere. Because like once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can never really get away from it. Yeah, that's what I felt like when I got to algebra. Like algebra is really not the worst thing in the world. It's just, for one, how committed are you to it, and two, is your teacher somewhat decent? You gotta apply yourself. But bro, hey, I would avoid it at all costs. Especially if I didn't have to do it again. Especially just to get away. But it's everywhere though. Like, it's one of those things you can never really get away from. Just one of the many elements of math that you can never get away from. 9 times out of 10, I've never had to really like help somebody calculate putting 1 million watermelons in the back of their car, or to be like help John squeeze 1,000 apples into a box. It'd be weird stuff like that. Like I've never had to do that before. At that point, like, hey, John gonna have to figure it out on his own. I know y'all know what I'm talking about with those like really weird math word problems. You got to help John squeeze like 1,000 bottles of ketchup for some reason. For some reason, John's miscalculation is now your problem. If that was me, John would just be cooked. Like if you measuring out some kind of like, it's bad whenever you're doing like a measurement, or you're measuring like speed or something, and you get like a speed, like an impossible speed, or you calculating the height of a building. That's just the basics. There's some really simple stuff. Somebody moving at like negative speed. But I have like a love-hate relationship with math though. In all seriousness. All seriousness indeed. That's sick, yo. Thank you, Novo. I'm adding like a darker layer of red on the inside of his jacket, and then for his coat, I'm gonna make it my dark blue. It's gonna be a dark blue. And it's coming together too. Like I found this picture that I liked, and it was, I hated word problems, especially in algebra when you had to make up your own. I was terrible. Yeah, I hear you, dude. Them word problems were terrible. Cause like it's not in front of you. You gotta really sit down and you gotta assess what's really going on. If John got 5 apples, bruh, you really be stressing about John and his 5 apples, man. That's crazy. John and his 5 apples. Why are we talking about John and his 5 apples? But it's not all bad. It's some subjects that my mind is blanking on. I'm not gonna just sit up and just trash everything, because I'm sure it's something. There's something of value there. There has to be, right? I'm not gonna just hate on the whole process, call it all trash. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yo, what's up, Howley? Or Howie? What's up, Rita? Like, I don't want to just sit up like, man, it was all trash. It's like, surely there's something of value to take away from the experience. Like, there gotta be. In some twisted way. Itachi, I was so jealous of my friends who could do it all in their head, and I had to write down so much stuff. Yeah. There are some people that can just do it. They got practice and stuff. But I hear you, having to like manually write it all down, it builds character. I'm kind of like you, bro. I gotta like see it too. I have to see it and be able to like take it apart. We can't just gloss over it. I need like a deep dive, low key. But that just goes back into what I was saying. Like I was kind of like doing the absolute bare minimum with it. You gotta like really lock in. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Tough. Like I was engaging, but I wasn't as engaged as I probably should have been. It's like the bare minimum approach, man. The bare minimum approach, it'll catch up to you though, especially on test days. Doing the absolute least. Or like say you got like a group project. Group projects. That's where like group projects is where warriors are made. If you got a group and you gotta put the group, you gotta carry it on your back. That ain't for the weak, man. That ain't for the weak at all. I do genuinely think that pressure makes diamonds though. Wait a minute. I do genuinely think that pressure it builds diamonds, man. Yeah, you said I always sucked at splitting up work, and I would always end up just doing it myself. That's normally how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Or you evenly divide the work up, and somebody either doesn't do it or they wait till the very last minute. Them last minute presentations where you got to talk, you got to do like. I'm gonna tell you what you used to really like. What was that? This would test. This was like the ultimate test to your skill. How good you were thinking on the fly. We had Socratic seminars at my school, dude, and we would have to like basically do book reports, and we would have to have like long drawn out conversations about the class project we were reading. And it got to a point to where it was clear. It was you couldn't really tell. Bro, I tanked one so bad. I'm assuming you talking about are you talking about like tests or just Socratic seminars, bro? It builds character, man. Taking the test. I would advise not doing that, but it's not for the weak, man, you know? It's not for the weak, but them book sessions used to go crazy. Like having to talk about a book that you low-key may or may not have read, allegedly, a presentation. Bro, you gotta just sell it off, bro. You gotta imagine you're a car salesman. Even if listen, kinda like Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid said, bro, just you gotta deny. Never you gotta stay strong, man. You gotta just start yapping, bro. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Even if you gotta yap your way to victory, bro, you gotta just start yapping. You gotta cook up something. You gotta improv, man. You gotta cook something up. Imagine yourself as a salesman. OMG, my teacher gave me and my friends detention because we didn't read the stuff and forgot a lot. Detention is crazy. That just goes back into what I was saying, bro. You gotta be convincing, bro. Even if you didn't read, you can never admit defeat, bro. The trick is you wanna yo, this is crazy. You never wanna be the first to speak or the last to speak. You wanna say just enough, but not too much to like give away that you don't really know what's going on. You gotta talk in riddles if you need to, bro. It doesn't save me a couple times, believe it or not. Even if you gotta read the back, man, you gotta do something. You cannot admit defeat, bro. You cannot surrender. Whatever you do, just never surrender. Stuttered the whole time. It was embarrassing, but stuttering, man. Yeah, my brocado chip. Yo, what's up, Sasuke? That's crazy, bro. I was the only one in the group presenting. They all let me walk up there alone. That's tough. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. In that situation, bro, we all going up there. I need all the support. I need all the. Or say you giving one of the presentations and somebody start asking you questions. You start getting asked a million questions about a book you may or may not have even read. Like, yo, I need you to chill out. Teacher be like, does anybody have any questions? Like, why are you asking me questions about this book, sir? Nah, I know you're not that invested in this, man. But as I said before, bro, the trick is you wanna say just enough, but don't say too much, man. Sometimes you gotta take the less is more approach. You gotta just start yapping. You gotta convincingly You got to be convincing about it, though. My friends looked at me funny, and I started laughing while presenting, and the teacher fried us. Yeah, that sounds like a tanked grade, man. This is like ninth grade, by the way. I'm 31. It still bothers me. I'm telling you, bro. It's going to be a night whenever you just laying in bed, and it's going to haunt you, bro. I'm 21. I have memories like that where it's like when I was in school still, like it'll be like a random memory. Something trivial. That's tough. You be haunted. You're haunted by the thought. That's tough, bro. I get it though. It's like your mind decided to put together a compilation of your most embarrassing moments before you trying to just get some rest, and all of a sudden you got the sharpest memory. Everything's coming together. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I didn't even ask for this. Like, how you about to be my mind going against me? Like, it's insane. Like, what are we doing? Like, I didn't sign up for this. But it just goes back to what I was saying, bro. Even if you have no idea what's going on, sometimes you gotta start yapping. Never want to be the first or the last to speak. I cooked up like a rule book, man. It wasn't always that I didn't read, but sometimes it would get away from me, and I would look up and it was like the day of presentation. And we would have like class discussions. Like our teacher would arrange our desk in like a big circle. You really had to talk, and she would call on you if you didn't say nothing. You had to either be on your toes or you had to seem like you was on your toes, bro. And if you got asked a question, like I said before, you got to just default on the strategy, bro. You never want to say you never want to say too little, but you never want to say too much. You always want to leave just. You said, my talent show performance in 7th grade still haunts me, and my voice cracked in the middle of the song. Yeah, bro, that's tough. But like with stuff like that, bro, you got to remember, like, it's a massive moment for us, but it's a blimp for everybody else in the timeline. I bet like most people don't even remember unless it was just catastrophically embarrassing. And even then, everybody got their own version of it. Yo, what's up, Saved? Thank you for the goats too, Dylan. Everybody got their own like negative. They like their negative aura score. I would never attempt a talent show. Nah, bro, but you got to, bro. It builds character. Cause listen, you thinking about if it goes wrong, but what if it goes right, man? You gotta think like that man Tristan. He might have really had like a world-class skill he was trying to show off. I mean, yeah, it went wrong, but hey, at least he tried. You're right. Probably nobody remembers it. And even if they do, like, what does that even mean? Even if they remember, like, what does that mean, bro? It's like, bro, like, it's water under the bridge. It's water under the bridge, indeed. I still do. I definitely get it, though, because it's haunting. It'll haunt you. That's how, low-key, that's how I be with stuff I be procrastinating. Like, if I be trying to procrastinate something, it'll haunt me. I be trying to be like, oh, I forgot. I did not forget, bro. It, like, just sits there and just cooks in the back of my mind. Frying. It's like, it chinks away at my armor. Like, you know how if you're familiar with, like, any game, like Warzone or even Fortnite, like, you start taking for storm damage, bro. You start taking, like, I'm taking storm damage, man. It's eating away at my willpower. Now my friends started laughing in the middle and they recorded it. Oh no, they recorded you. Yeah, that's different. Cause if it's on tape, then that's tough. But even then, bro, you just be like, I don't even know what you could say. That's tough, man. They got you on tape. That's so federal. That is so unbelievably federal. Have I tried realism? Not really. Like, just to make matters 1,000 times worse, they putting you that's some hating stuff, man. If I had to say so myself, you gotta really be praying on somebody's downfall to put that on camera. But listen. The great thing about now is you can be like, that's AI. That's false. That's clearly AI. That's an AI video. Oh, the only socials was MySpace, bro. She got back and made so much progress. Nah, it'd be like, that's AI. They'd be like, nah, back in MySpace was before my time, but even then, they'd be like, what's AI? I don't know, but that's AI, though. That's for sure AI. That's the most AI video I've ever seen in my life. What is that? Exactly. What is that? It ain't hit yet. That man hasn't woke up to reality, but that's okay. That man has not woke up to reality. Itachi gang. He ain't seeing the vision. He ain't seeing the vision. I don't know though, man. I've been trying to like change the way that I think about that stuff though. Like I try to operate in the frame of like, what did I do instead of like what I didn't do. Because like you gonna look back and be like, dang, I should have did X, Y, Z. Even if it went wrong, you know, my space was gold, man. You missed it. No wall or feed, just music and DMs. It sounds like a vibe, man. It sounds like way less tailored slop. I think people want raw and real though. Like people want to get away from everything being so hyper tailored and perfect. You got to experience social media before the age of like celebrities and stuff. I mean, it was celebrities still, but not what it is now. It's crazy. The golden era, like true online, where I feel like online, like the online space that we got now, everything is kind of Google, TikTok, YouTube. I've seen people make videos and stuff about it, but I just kind of can't really remember. The oldest social media that I remember, and I really kind of, I mean, I was familiar with it, but I was still so young when Instagram was first kind of coming out and blowing up. I briefly remember what Instagram once was, but I was so young, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy indeed. But I just forgot about it, and then everybody else did. I just knew that's gonna be playing in my grad. Oh yeah, it's hot. Yeah, they had the receipts. They had the footage on you. They had you in 4K, HD. They had it ready to go, just for you. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It builds character though, man. They clipped you in broad daylight, telling you got clipped. No room for negotiating. You got clipped in HD, or maybe not HD at the time. Maybe like 480, 480p, 480p clipped in broad daylight, man. You got clipped before clips were a thing. Yeah, by the time I was like sentient and navigating the online space, I kind of came around with, I feel like we had YouTube. YouTube had been around for a while, but it had been YouTube and maybe Reddit. Twitter, people have always been on Twitter, but Twitter wasn't what it has become now. Just the online space. Low-key, I low-key could have went without Reddit though. Reddit changed the whole core. Like if I could like, that's one of the things I think I would kind of stay away from. If I could change the timeline in some minuscule way, it's an original method to me. I don't really claim ownership over scribble art, but I've never seen anybody go about it this way, if that's what you're asking me. MySpace might have been something cool, but like I said, that was just before my time. Like if I could go back and do anything, Reddit is downright evil. Nah, man, it's just the stuff that's on there. I definitely, if I could like change the timeline in some way, I think I would just try to get myself to stay away from it. Reddit is like, yo. Reddit is like extremely, yo, yeah, it looks weird, but hey, it's what you do. I'll be like, yo, brother, stay away from Reddit. If it's anything you do. Like, I don't like the question of if you, like, not like the Bitcoin stuff. Like, I go back in time and invest in Bitcoin. Like, that's no fun. Or real estate. Sure, it could change, but, I mean, just, like, monumental tasks that could also change your life, too. And iFunny. iFunny was before my time, too. I remember seeing it, but you like an OG. It's like OG App Store stuff. The most OG thing that I had on my phone at the time was probably, like, Minecraft Pocket Edition. And even then, it was so long ago, I don't even know if it counts. I had like the OG versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition. That was like my connection to the world. And what's even more insane, I feel like I remember it taking forever to download Minecraft back in the day. It took me, iFunny was foul. I bet it was. It's kind of like a world, that's like a world that was before mine. Yo, what's up, Sebastian? It's like, The land of the unks. I think that the modern day equivalent is maybe Facebook, but I don't even know what's going on Facebook at this point. Y'all be on Facebook? Is that like a thing? I heard they get like, oh, I heard that they got like a lot of AI stuff on Facebook. I just have never taken the plunge. Toothless. I'm gonna drop another piece of art soon, but good work. Hey, good luck, man. Thank you. I guess I'm unk age now, yeah, bro. How is it best of us? Unk status. How is it best of us, man? It's really it's a gift, man. Haven't had Facebook since 2012. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who be on Facebook for real, for real. maybe I'm like missing out on something over there, but genuinely, indubitably, facts. Indubitably. Now me unironically reading that word is kind of funny. Normally I'll drop it here and there, but y'all using it against me. Indubitably, indeed. I don't know who be on there. I heard it's like a lot of AI slop, AI garbage. They be over there. They be over there tricking people's grandparents, man. I be watching like a lot of the catfish videos, dude. And this AI stuff is gonna get so crazy. I think like the idea of somebody else making like a whole video chatting with you using your voice, or sending like sending like a lot of money to like some celebrity. Meanwhile, it's like somebody in like a different country like using like an AI video generated picture or something crazy. It's crazy indeed. It's crazy indeed, man. Right now, I didn't really have anybody else guess who this character was. Y'all definitely won't be able to guess it. Some might, but I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to immediately place who this one is. He might be a little bit more obscure. But once you see bro for who he is, you won't be able to unsee it. If I had to put him on like a ranked list, I would definitely say he's major, whomever he may be. Whomever he may be. Isn't that one of the pains? No, he isn't a pain. Itachi. The tanker. This dude I'm drawing in, he's not one of the pains. He's somebody that's like in association with them though. But that's not quite who bro is over here on this side. He has a connection with Itachi. He said Kisame. It could be. It could be Kisame. It could be Pain. I forgot his name, but that shark dude, that's Kisame's eyes. You think it's Kisame. It could be. I'm kind of taking my time shaping his face out, though, man. I'm not going to lie. He's slowly but surely coming together. So amazed how you can do this. Thank you, Calvin. Yo, what's up, Jordan? Let me see. You gotta tell me who you see. Y'all watch dude climb the tower. Dude, what do you when you say watch dude climb the tower? Like, what you mean? I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. I can't tell if that's like a real, like, you being for real or you must own a lot of pins. More than you can believe, bro, to be honest with you. More than you can believe. Shark Boy, like somebody from Naruto. Yeah, this one is somebody from Naruto. Most definitely. Once you like see bro for who he is, you won't be able to unsee it. Shark dude, that big guy, a guy climbed on a huge tower in Taiwan with no ropes or anything. Nah, yeah, I didn't even follow it. I didn't know who that was. It doesn't at all surprise me. And I don't really ever use any other. I don't use any other color combinations. Can I draw Jabba the Hutt? Maybe eventually. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now. I'm trying to give my guy some shark teeth, man. Trying to give my guy his usual teeth look. How long have I been doing this one for? I've been on and off drawing this way since about like 2024, in all honesty. But I really started drawing. I've been drawing on and off for my whole life. This isn't really anything that I started like that recent. But it was recent enough to where it's still kind of new, you know. And I'll be looking at reference pictures for these pictures also when I'm going through drawing these out. It's not completely just imagination, you know. Not completely. Wow, both, yeah. This one is Kisame. This one is Kisame indeed. Nice, forgot his name. So like, how does this compare to like shade and normal drawing? I mean, I see it more as its own, you know. I appreciate the process of it. That's mainly why I kept at it. It makes sense to me, so I ran with it. But I think that it really comes down to just the person. It just kind of how do you enjoy going about these drawings on their own, you know? Like, what are you looking to get out of it? Like, what do you want the end goal to look like? If you can see it through everything else, it'll come together on its own, I think. Hey, I appreciate it too, Calvin. I started this page off by drawing an Itachi, and I later moved on to Kisame. Hang on. Is that a red pen? Yeah, it is. It's a red and a blue. For this one, it is a red and a blue pen. Let me see here. It is a red and both. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Should dedicate the whole page, but go do your thing. When you say dedicated, like what you mean, like individually, or you mean giving them both their own individual pages? I've done that before in the past. I wanted to draw them together. I don't know if I've ever done the two characters at once, you know? Doing it strictly for the love of the game. What's my favorite? Yo, what's up, Sammy? Doing them together will make more sense to their duo. Yes, that's what I was saying. Like that's the point I was trying to make. I feel like they both got to come together. Especially they're usually depicted as one, and especially like in the anime and stuff. And what's my favorite thing to draw overall? I would say maybe like it depends on the day, bro. But I like my animal drawings a lot. My animal drawings for sure. Have I ever done Goku? I've done a couple of Gokus before. If you ever do pain, you should do all the pains because it's not just pain, it's all the pains. Yo, thank you for the army too, Greg. Ambidextrous, yeah. If you're interested in seeing all the versions of pain, I did one page and it was dedicated to Nagato, man. It's a little bit older, but it's still up. You should definitely check it out. If that's your thing. That's what I'm saying. What's that in his hand? It's a sword. He's holding a sword. He said, what is that what is that in bro's hand? I started watching you a couple days ago. You got me hooked. I've watched every day since. I'm telling you, bruh. This is only the beginning of what's to come. It's only the beginning of what's to come. Naga told me the pains. Yeah, I'm about to say, I think you're a little bit confused, bruh. I think you're a little bit confused, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Have I ever done any One Piece? How many times? Yo, I might have missed some things y'all said. Have you ever done any One Piece drawings to use a shadow clone? Somebody said they had Naruto shadow clone move. Jason, guess what? And I mean, I'll just swap them out, bro. It ain't like no big deal when I run out of ink like that. You swap them out. You proceed, bro. You can't stop. Keep doing you. You know. Like you get to a point where I'm more outcome oriented. I just want to see everything come together, even if it takes time. Have I done Death Note? I have done Death Note before. It's been a while. I've done Death Note. They're like a lot older. I'm putting a lot of like trust. What about solo leveling? Have you heard of Cyberpunk Edge Runners? It would be really cool with your drawing style. I don't know that much about Cyberpunk, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. What anime got you to watching more animes? Have I ever done Black Clover? I haven't done Black Clover, but what I've done is it's been a while since I really sat down and watched a lot of animes, man. It's more like I started watching Naruto a long time ago, and that was my introduction, man. I was familiar with Dragon Ball, but it was never how it was for Naruto, you know? Like everybody has like this anime was the anime that really pulled me in. I feel like for this, that's what it was for me. It was Naruto. Everything else came later, and I still didn't really get as like locked in. But I've done Death Note and stuff before, Ambidextrity activity wowed me. Thank you, Orion. And Naruto's my first two. We should watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Maybe eventually. Maybe. With stuff like that, the moment I be like, yeah, I'm gonna lock in. It gets away from me, man. It gets away. Awesome, Morgan. Thank you too, the patch. How did I start? Have I ever done a face reveal? I haven't done a face reveal yet, but I got into this, man, just kind of reverse engineering scribble art. I'm not formally trained, so I just kept at it till I found something that makes sense for me. Do I always draw this later, or is it a different time zone for me? Have I ever played any sports? I haven't really played sports like that, but it is a little bit later in the night for me. It's like about 1-ish in the morning. I wanted to just do this page before I went to sleep. I've been trying to I found myself saying that I wanted to kind of get on a little bit earlier. Looked up and it was already like 1. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. And are these random or do you visualize them beforehand? I can't sleep. That's normally how it goes, man. But I'll be looking at a lot of reference pictures for these ones. Looking at a lot of different reference pictures. And it helps me bring everything together. That's normally like that's like the connecting piece. It's the same time for me. How did you find out you can do this? Just trial and error, man. Experimenting and just seeing what happens. Just seeing what happens. It's so crazy. I was going ahead and drawing in where his cloak was gonna be. I've yet to even draw. I didn't even draw on his hair yet. It's crazy. I got like lost in the sauce, man. How do I become a better artist? For one, you got to keep drawing. That's like the biggest. That's the biggest hurdle, dude. As long as you keep at it, you'll get better over time. The more you do, the easier it'll become. I feel like that's with anything, though. That is with anything. It is so crazy. I ended up, I'm guessing the outcome of the picture, but sometimes I don't know the characters. Yeah, I was going to, I mean, yeah, this is all kind of based off stuff from Naruto, for this page at least. I wanted to do some animals that kind of go along with these characters, so it's not going to just only be Naruto stuff. It's still staying grounded in the Naruto world. But the next couple of things, you can figure out who they are. Because it's going to be like real world animals. I feel like sketching doesn't feel right. Well, I mean, this is like somewhere in between scribble, sketching, and just drawing, bro. You gotta keep at it. That's like the main thing. That's the main thing. If you can get over that hurdle. The main like that's like the real hurdle, dude. Just get into the habit of actively, consistently doing. I'm guessing the does drawing this way ever hurt your hand? Not really. With these, no, not really. When was your first video? I want to say that I started drawing this way probably like 2024, but I have some videos that are older than that because that was like I was posting my older art style. It wasn't really anything like this though. I happened to kind of discover I slipped into this more accidentally, but once I realized that I could, I ran with it, man. I thought it would make for a cool something. That's how I ended up getting here, man. It's lots and lots of experimenting. I wanted to do a hammerhead shark now. This is gonna match with Kisame's style. You say get down? Why'd you say get down? Nice work, yo. Thank you too, 6 feet. I feel like my page is starting to peel up a little bit, man. Here's okay, so for the people that are pulling up and trying to figure out, wait a minute. Yeah, I did Kisame and Itachi, but I wanted to add just some more characters that match them a little. Like, do you play COD and stuff? Not really anymore. COD isn't really my thing. I had a point where I got like deeper into Warzone, but it's never been to the point to where that was like my main game or nothing like that. I mean, it's cool. Was something about it you want to tell me? COD is interesting. This isn't my main game, but I find that so with these kinds of drawings look different under 3D glasses. Honestly, yeah, the illusion is there. It's just kind of getting the illusion to translate behind the camera. In my time lapse videos that I do, I'll show off both the red lens and the blue lens, being able to show them both at once. That's where things kind of get confusing. It doesn't pick up on it the same way. It's weird. And also getting it to even show is also like another thing. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will just show them both. What is my favorite game to play when I'm not streaming? That's the thing. Like, it's been a while since I really even sat down and played anything. But one of my favorites of all time is Skyrim. I've spoken on it a little bit here. Skyrim, maybe like a Terraria or something like that. But it feels like it's been forever since I really just sat down and even played. It's gotten away from me, bro. It's like once you play so much, it's just you got to give yourself time to come back to it. You got to be in the mood. You got to get into the zone. Not like a lot of like super new stuff. Not a lot of new stuff at all. It was like some kind of shark dude brain rot that y'all was telling me about with the dude with his shoes. He's like a shark. That's not what I'm doing right now, but it's the vibe of this shark that I'm drawing. It reminded me of, bro. Reminded me of bro a lot. Thank you for the heart me too, Electric. Charlero, how's it going, man? It's going pretty good, man. How are you? Itachi's done. Yeah, Itachi's done for this one. Itachi is done indeed. Man, I done got so like caught up gratitude to see your art tonight. I appreciate it, man. Yo, with these, I got so like locked into just the process of bringing bro to life, man. I done kind of zoned in a little bit. I'm still here. I'm just trying to find the shape and everything, though. If I happen to get more quiet than usual, finding the shape. That's the main part of these. It's just getting that shape right. Just showing some of the back fins. I'm over here like locking in on all the bros' individual fins. It's good your art speaks when you don't. Appreciate it, man. Are you the first to do this, or I've never seen it before? There's probably other. I've seen other like dual scribble, or not dual scribble, but I've seen other dual-handed artists. But I don't know if anybody else has done this way. This way, I don't know. It's on the topic of Kisame. Had to have a shark somewhere on the page. You got to, you got to. Here's for that hammerhead that I wanted to do. And then now it's like I I don't think that I want to over like I don't think that I want to spam too much on here. I think that as the finale, I think I want to draw on one of Itachi's crows. This one's gonna be. Is there a lens on here that could show any illusion? Well, no. Usually, what I'll do is I will show like my time lapse, but that doesn't come until a little bit later. Comes a lot later. I'm looking at these reference pictures and I'm trying to make sure that I don't accidentally grab a raven picture instead of a crow. Let me see. It's satisfying though. I appreciate it, Don. Okay, this one is gonna be what I think I'm gonna leave it off on. I think I'm gonna leave it off with this crow. Just to tie it all back to Itachi and Kisame. Right now, it's just instead of me only drawing in the face, I'm gonna draw in the full body. That's only for the bird. The bird, indeed. Once you, I feel like that's it's always interesting whenever I go ahead and try to draw on the faces, man, because that's the more dangerous part. The faces, and if you can figure out how to get the faces, everything else usually can come together. Usually, as long as everything goes the right way. Tomorrow, could you try drawing something like Cyberpunk Edge Runner? I'm not gonna promise it, bruh. I'm not gonna promise it. Only because of some other things. I have like a nice list already. I have a nice sized list from other requests and even things I want to do too. I'll see. I don't want to step and tell you what thing and you like, nah, you know. I'll kind of pull from my list depending upon whatever I'm feeling. Yo, what's up, stand in? When are you gonna be live? Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get on around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just around this, roughly around the same time in the night. Whenever I got on a little bit later, but I might do like a day stream or something too. I gotta just see. I have to see. But everything is gonna be turned into a time lapse. So if you miss anything here, you want to rewatch or anything like that, it won't be gone forever. I'm the only guess you had a sister. Remember, it's a couple of y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see the whole page real quick. When I get done with this one, I got you. I made a nemesis yet. Not really. You're so ambidextriously. Yo, thank you, Sandy. Thank you for the roses too, Jeremy. Um, thank you for the go populars too, Electric. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Naruto so peak, bro. I do agree with you, bro. It's peak indeed. It's greatness, real greatness. What you like? Are you like applying? How much do I commission for a page, bro? It depends, man. If you want a commission, DM me. DM me. That way we can just get like I can get like a rough little idea. It just depends on what you would want, you know. What you would want indeed. I'm gonna give the little crow something to be standing on. This one is a crow. I had other pictures, but crows, their tails are a little bit more pointed instead of ravens. They have like flatter tails, if that makes any sense. Once you see it, it'll make sense. But I had to make sure I didn't accidentally draw on a raven. Most people won't be able to tell. I'm gonna DM you about Deadpool one, but you drawing from a reference? Yeah, I was looking. But it ranges in about 150 USD. But like I said, it depends a lot on what I'm doing, what you want, the specifics. We can go from there. But if you want like a Deadpool one, I can do something like that too. Just DM me if you want like a personal commission. Give little buddy a little rock to be standing on. Favorite Naruto character? Probably Kakashi, honestly. Probably Kakashi of Belief. But here's for this Raven. I'm gonna show off everything else that I did. I'm gonna like round out Tachi's face a little bit more. Just a little bit. Not to where it's like too much, but it's still them, you know. It's just some little finishing touches here and there. I do think I'm gonna call it though. Here's for Kisame. I did a little hammerhead shark. It's out the way. Corvids. And then for the main, this is the main one right here. I'm gonna zoom just a little bit. But yeah, man. I will definitely see y'all in the next one. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this little draw tonight. Yeah, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Y'all take it easy.